So Kisima Awards is coming, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because
the first ever Kisima Awards.
The first ever Kisima Awards. By this time, because my dad is also an architect, so their office, they were lucky enough to have a computer. By this time, computers were not there.
This is 90.
This is 97.
97.
Yeah, those days a bank had one computer, the whole bank. Yeah, there's one comp for the entire bank. And that's how companies were. So by this time, my dad's organization where he worked, they were fortunate enough to have a comp. Yeah. And on this computer, there was a program that could do graphics. Yeah. Just simple 2D logo graphics kind of thing. Now, I remember one evening I come home, the usual walking at 9 p.m. My father sees me walking across the living room. He calls me back because I was trying to help her. And the guy's like, man, you guys, what are you doing with your life, yeah? And then he asks me a question that also becomes another thing that also drives me in a new direction. You know what he asked me? He asked me, these things that bring you home at this time of the night, are you making money off them? My answer was no. A guy told me just go and sleep. Like, I'm done. Just go sleep. So after he challenged me, what I decided to do is I decided to enroll into a college that was doing graphic design in town. Yeah. So after about a week, I went back to him and I told him, hey, I need some money to register. I want to go do graphics. Yeah. Because graphics looked like something that was worth doing. Yeah. In my heart, that's not really what I want to do. I just want to do something in the direction of art.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no way I was going to learn production. So the closest thing I could do was to go to a college. It was called Inside Technologies. It's on top of where 20th Century IMAX is right now. There used to be some colleges over there. So I'm paid for a 2-week course to go and learn how to do a program called CorelDRAW. So I go there. Yeah. So I went there, I was taught CorelDRAW for 2 weeks. I was taught how to do vectors and graphics and how to make a logo and how to do business cards and whatnot. So I come out of there with my certificate, Inside Technologies, whatnot, with my name at the top, and I feel like now I've done something with my life. Yeah. Now with this certificate, I have confidence to go to Ted Josiah and tell them I'm a designer.
What?
Yeah. So Ted Josiah by this time was working with David Muridhi.
He's now moved to AudioVault.
No, they were working separate. David Muridhi has a company called Sunset Promotions. So I tell David, do you have a business card? He says, I told him, let me design for your business card. I'll not charge you anything. I just want to do for your business card. You see. Yeah? So I designed for him a business card. I take it to his office. His office was somewhere near I&M building. So I go there, I meet him, and I give him the design. And he's like, whoa, this is nice. Yeah, come here, you can design. Okay, very good. Yeah. So now, I'm talking to David, I'm talking to Ted. And these are the main guys in entertainment in that year. So you see, for me, I'm feeling like I'm already somewhere. I'm inside. You see? So, Kisima is coming. Then one day, I happened to be at their office and they're discussing graphic design and concepts for the award. And Kisima.
Because Ted Josiah and Dave Muridhi are the ones who came up with the concept for Kisima Awards.
Correct. Okay. But now they're looking for a design for the award itself and a designer. So they had different designs. There's one that settled on, yeah? They settled on a certain design, and it was actually about to go into manufacture, like to make the awards themselves, yeah? Like I think they were just about to send out the concept so that it can be made into an award.
What do you mean? You're talking about the statue?
The thing
that people receive?
Yes. So they had a design, yeah, and it wasn't really what they wanted, yeah, but because of time, I think they made a decision. So I remember talking to David and telling David, you know what, let me give you guys a concept for a design. So because Kisima is African and whatnot, so I settled on a mask, yeah, and I found a way to design a mask. And I decided let it be like an almost ugly looking African face with very big earrings. Yeah? So that there's no designation between is it a man or is it a woman. It's just an African. Yeah? And then the next day, just before they'd gone to make the other awards they wanted to make, I presented to them this design. Everything, they stopped the other one completely. And that became the Kisima Awards design.
Steve-O,
yeah.
Are you talking about the thing which is at the back there?
By the way, yeah, this is it, by the way, yeah. this guy here, yeah. That's the design. It's actually written Kisima Awards 1997, yeah. It's actually written. I've had it the whole time. So this was the prototype. This was the prototype of what was used. And if you watch the videos or anything to do with Kisima from that time, because I remember it was televised, yeah, you'll actually see this award and the people who actually had it.
General Manager Gerson Musimi to come up. Mr. Musimi.
And the nominees in this category are, Jeff?
Hot Rod.
No. Shades of Black.
Four Alive.
And the winner is, ladies and gentlemen, Five Alive! Thank you very much. We're very grateful to our loyal fans, those who've supported us. Thank you. This would not be here if it wasn't for you.
We're going to go to the male category first. Best New Actor of the Year. The nominees are Tony Njuguna and Ian Bogwa.
We have two guesses. And the guess that wins is Tony Njuguna.
Yes, the nominees are Jackie Muya and Lorna Irungu. And the winner is
Here we go. And
pressure.
This is exciting.
What?
And the winner is Jackie Muya.
Just thank you to you all. Thank you.
So by this time, here I am now a designer by profession. Sindio? Because
wait, Steve-O.
Yeah.
In 1997,
yeah,
the first Kisima Awards.
I was there.
You're the one who designed.
And I'm the one who designed it. Yes.
This time you're not at your producer.
I'm
you're
not
a musician.
You're
a designer.
I'm doing design out of frustration. You get.
But it gave you access to the point where you attended the actual awards.
Yes. So I'm doing design out of frustration of not being able to do what I really want to do. Yeah.
Okay. This is why I don't want us to jump over this Kisima Awards. Explain to me what it meant to you attending. This was the first Kenyan awards.
Yes, it was.
Was there precedence to this? Can you say there was another award?
I can't think of any before that that was of that much significance.
It was televised.
It was televised live. Yeah. By this time.
This is 1990?
This is 97. Yeah.
What?
It's televised live. It was funded. It had sponsorship. Yeah. It was not at just a thing that people have gotten together, what not, and let's do. It had sponsorship. It had media partners. Yeah. It had corporate partners. It was the whole shebang. It was like Groove Awards. Yeah. At that time, yes.
Kisima Awards also took time to send out a social awareness message on AIDS, symbolized by the international red ribbon. Capital FM's Zane Vergie spoke about what the symbol means and later on introduced a song by various artists put together by Ted Josiah touching on AIDS.
Capital FM, together with Population Services International, is doing a campaign to raise awareness on HIV and AIDS. And this campaign is going to run for the next 6 weeks or so. And as part of the campaign, what we've done is to get together with a group of local artists, most of who are here tonight. So Hardstone, Kalamashaka, Shades of Black, Cyrus, and MC Mikey have gotten together with producer Ted Josiah to put together a song about HIV and AIDS. The song is called Show Love, and essentially it's a song about raising awareness about HIV and AIDS. And just one more thing, the ribbons. The ribbons are actually the international symbol for AIDS awareness, which is the reason we've been distributing them today, and we'll be distributing them all around town for the next few weeks. So show love, wear a red ribbon. So finally, I'd like to introduce you to the artist, Show Love.
All right. Are you ready? Listen. People who no listen what me say unto you. Life can be good and life can be bad. Life could be a joy or it could be a sorrow. You can see today but you can see tomorrow. It's just another HIV big time monster, wiping out my brothers and my sister. Your mama and your papa left down in a sorrow, in a sorrow, in a sorrow, in a sorrow.
Niweleze kuwa mambo ni kadari, na kama huna bari kwa kweli kwako ni kwa heri. Jikadari na tumia yako akili kikamili. Penzi ni moja wena wala si wawili. Pili, usiuze mwili ili upate nazo mali. Mbona watengeneza jeneza, ukicheza na ukimwi na umaliza mamilioni.
Hear that? Hear that? Show them HIV, stealing all my brothers and my sisters. Listen.
Sasa tukueleze, seti mambo akilini we usiteleze. Njia zetu tutengeneze, kama sisi sote tusiomboleze. Mambo haya tulikanywa tangu zamani, tusichove kwenye asali kwani mwishoe ni ajali. Yo, wengi walijidai majabali, wako wapi waliodharau ya wazazi?
Yabidi sasa tujichunge, njia zetu tengeneza, na tukiweza kujichunga basi sote tutaweza. Na pendekeza wacha kucheza, manake kifo cha kupata twa kuona kwa jeneza. Mipango yako na wenzako hukuweza tekeleza. Sasa mimi nakueleza, ukimwi kweli ni hatari, wengi wameomboleza.
And this was a concept that was purely birthed from, I would say, 1 or 2 people by that time. Yeah.
Ted and
David, yes. And there's a plan for its longevity.
Very much. Thank you very much. I'm Ted Josiah.
I'm David Morady.
David. And we are just a small part of the organizers of Kisima. There are a lot of people who are dressed in black and white, who are our ushers, our arms, legs, and everything. We'd like to thank them so much for what they've done for us. Thank you very much. I want to let you know one thing. Kisima is going to happen every single year. What we're trying to do is motivate the Kenyans to have a Kenyan spirit. We can do what the Americans can do. We can do what the British can do. Yeah? We have it. We have it within us to create a generation that, you know, people won't be looking into LA. People will be looking here and saying, you know, I want an actress from Africa, and they'll come here. I want a singer from Africa, and they'll come here. I want a producer from Africa, and they'll come here. Forget about them. We can do it ourselves. We are Kenyans, and we should be proud to be Kenyans. That's what Kisima is about.
I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, KTN, who have given us excellent coverage and a lot of assistance. Capital Radio, Amuka and his team. Thank you very much. Africa Online for the fantastic putting us on the internet. Kelele Records. Africa Heritage. Oh, have I left anyone out? And of course, the Carnivore.
A night of glamour, happiness, disappointment, and a self-promise to work even harder. But there was a lot of controversy about the nominations for the awards. David Muredi, one of the organizers, explains the nomination process.
We put out questionnaires, effectively, out at various points within the city. And we asked or invited people to literally nominate the people they think deserve these awards. So, and you know, as the presenter said earlier on, this is not a competition, it's a recognition. So everyone's a winner. All the nominees are winners. All the people who weren't named are winners. And maybe next year they'll be named, maybe, you know, but we were saying, effectively, the nominations, as I was saying, was sent in to the Kisima offices. We had a crew, a team of 10 people who were putting all the stuff onto the computer effectively and, you know, churning out whoever had the highest nominations, okay, effectively won. I mean, it was the people who voted. We had nothing to do with the voting effectively. And that's the way it went. And, you know, you could tell from the response in the crowd, you know, that they were obviously behind all the people, you know, including the nominees. When the nominations were read out, you know, people were up and screaming and everything. So the people decided. All we did was just present their answers to them, you know, their nominations to them.
Yeah. Now, here I am, having convinced these guys that let's go with this other design. And
I also know Pete was a bit involved in that
yes,
idea.
and Pete was also there to some extent. So here we are, a new design has been done, and we're out there, and it's Kisima Awards, and Kisima Awards goes great. The coverage is fantastic, the media response, everything, the hype is good, you know. And it was very well hyped. I mean, the place was full, if I remember right. And thanks to this, I received my first, I think it was 27K or something, yeah? I received my first, I think 27K. I mean, 27K at that time it was like, I don't know, you know.
Like heaven.
And I was given, I mean, it was for me in an envelope in the office, you know, and I was told to count, and my hands were shaking, you know. And this was, you know, this is the first time I really hold what at that time I considered to be real money, you know. And also at the same time, DJ Pinye is doing a lot of gigs.
Chwani, aka DJ Pinye.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of gigs at this time. And because of now this clout of mine for Kisima, and he's also the DJ at Kisima, I've also gone to Pinye, and now I'm also designing flyers for Pinye's gigs.
Flyers.
Yeah. So Pinye would give me that 1K, and it was good. Like it was good, you know. He'd give me that 1 or 2,000 shillings per flyer. It was good. I was content, and it was great.
Because he had a lot of gigs.
Yes. And this was back then when he had a lot of gigs, and there's a lot going on, yeah. So here I am, Steve-O, but Steve-O is a designer. You see, Steve is a designer, and I became a designer out of frustration. It's not really what I wanted to do, but it seemed to be working for that time, yeah. But however, my goal is still to find a way to cross over to really do what I wanted, and that was music.
I have to rewind you a bit, because you've brought up that song. The place where I saw this song is on the Kisima Awards, being performed by Hardstone, Kalawashaka, and I don't know if it's some ladies who I don't even know. So let's go back to Kisima Awards.
Was
because
Nikki there in 2? No.
I think it was the first Kisima Awards that you guys did.
In 2 might have been
yes
part of that performance.
Yeah. So let's talk about Kisima Awards, because again,
I need to know. That's what it was called.
Guys,
And Atemi was in it for sure. I need to know about and there was an American boy on it at some point. Yes, oh my. Okay, it's coming back.
Just need to jog that memory.
It's coming back.
So Kisima Awards.
Kisima Awards, my goodness. Kisima
How
Awards.
did it even come to be?
Actually, Kisima Awards was really birthed by Peter Dera and Ted Josiah. They had done the first Kisima Awards, a smaller version of it in '95. And it wasn't as big, but they had done a version of it. And then Ted, when I met Ted, in fact, soon after meeting Hardstone, he told me about the Kisima Awards. It's like, So I went about putting together my event management mind, and together we designed this thing. We said, no, let's get an award ceremony that really honors people who've young people, or people working with young people, or who affect young people in different spheres of the creative sector. So from comedy to fine art to music to dancing. And out of the Kisima Awards, actually quite a number of people came out of it. And remember, I went and got sponsorship from Capital, from a whole lot of other people. Went to the carnival, they really supported us and put it together. And people
You've had a long relationship with the carnival.
Huge, long. And actually that was the first major show we put up at the carnival. Kyoko Mwitiki, who's one of the best known metal art creators probably in Africa actually. We had recognized him then, and I remember I used to be a teacher at Upper Hill back in the day, even before my time, I think, or after. And he was just so shocked that he was recognized. And he was so thankful. And I remember he wrote us a letter, and I have to find that letter actually now. But he wrote us a letter just saying how thankful he was and everything. Now he's big time. You know those metal ninis you see near the airport?
Yeah,
those animals. This guy is international rolling. He has a whole, he has a gallery in Lavington. He's big. He's a big deal.
Nice.
Then, if I have to invite you to my birthday party. And then we had people like, I remember Hardstone performed. He won. It was controversial because, hang on, we are organizing. But the votes, we actually, hey.
Explain how did guys use the vote?
I have to tell you this. This I have to tell. Okay, this is an interesting story. Kisima Awards was the first award ceremony in Kenya where people could vote online. Do you remember kelele.com?
Yes.
Kelele.com gave us a platform and a solution whereby people could actually go online. Online had just started, so to speak. Could go online and vote online. And then people could also, how else could they vote?
Call.
They could call, yes. There was calling. There was, I think, posting. There was all sorts of things. And we had to put this all together.
Posting, but explain posting, because these millennials may think you're talking about on Facebook.
P.O. Box, where people from Busia voting in. It's quite interesting now, and I'd forgotten that actually. Anyway, so what we didn't do at the time is hire an independent auditor to come. But I just want to assure all our viewers out there, I was an auditor and I was independent at the time. But honestly, what I said, I remember to Ted and the group, I said, look, if anyone comes to, we kept all the people, said, if anyone disputes this, we have to have the evidence that, and like for example, Hardstone was overwhelmingly selected as Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
I mean, Ohiki was the biggest song of that year. And Modoni Bwika was one of his backup dancers. That show, by the way, FYI. This before she became the Queen of Nyahunyu, was she called that? On Capital.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who else was there? Who else performed? Honestly, you know what? I've gone blank.
Kisima Awards also took time to send out a social awareness message on AIDS, symbolized by the International Red Ribbon. Capital FM Zane Verji spoke about what the symbol means and later on introduced a song by various artists put together by Ted Josiah touching on AIDS.
Capital FM, together with Population Services International, is doing a campaign to raise awareness on HIV and AIDS. And this campaign is going to run for the next 6 weeks or so. And as part of the campaign, what we've done is to get together with a group of local artists, most of who are here tonight. So Hardstone, Kala Mashaka, Shades of Black, Cyrus and MC Mikey have gotten together with producer Ted Josiah to put together a song about HIV and AIDS. The song is called Show Love, and essentially it's a song about raising awareness about HIV and AIDS. And just one more thing, the ribbons. The ribbons are actually the international symbol for AIDS awareness, which is the reason we've been distributing them today, and we'll be distributing them all around town for the next few weeks. So show love, wear a red ribbon. So finally, I'd like to introduce you to the artist, Show Love.
All right. Are you ready? Listen. People who no listen what me say unto you. Life can be good and life can be bad. Life could be a joy or it could be a sorrow. You can see today but you can see tomorrow. It's just another HIV big time monster, wiping out my brothers and my sister. Your mama and your papa left done in a sorrow, in a sorrow, in a sorrow, in a sorrow.
Niweleze kuwa mambo ni hatari, na kama huna baraka kweli kwako ni kwa heri. Jihadhari na tumia yako akili kikamili. Penzi ni moja wena wala si wawili. Pili, usiuze mwili ili upate nazo mali. Mbona tengeneza jeneza, ukicheza na ukimwi na umaliza mamilioni.
Hear that? Hear that? Show them stealing all my brothers and my sisters. Listen.
Sasa tukueleze, seti mambo akilini we usiteleze. Njia zetu tutengeneze, kama sisi sote tusiomboleze. Mambo haya tulikanywa tangu zamani, tusichove kwenye asali, kwani mwishoe ni ajali. Yo, wengi walijidai majabali, wako wapi waliodharau ya wazazi?
Yabidi sasa tujichunge, njia zetu tengeneza, na tukiweza kujichunga basi sote tutaweza. Napendekeza wacha kucheza, manake kifo cha kupata twa kuona kwa jeneza. Mipango yako na wenzako hukuweza tekeleza.
It was what was interesting about Kisima Awards, it was at the end of the year when they're doing the roundup, usually about the year, they said it was the second most covered in the media entertainment event of the year. Actually, even a year later, we're still getting coverage. I remember we got so much coverage. What people don't know is that we just broke even. I think we made a profit of about 2,000 shillings, which we used to buy burgers and congratulate ourselves, and that was the end. We did not make any money off Kisima Awards, but it was such a phenomenal break into the industry because that set us up. I wouldn't lie to you, that set us up big time.
Yep.
And that's when my father started talking to me again after 3 months.
What?
He saw me on TV, so he associated it with making a lot of money. So he said, hey, nyewe. So this thing you went into wasn't that bad. So he started talking to me again. He had to stop talking to me. He used to send emissaries saying, I think my son is on Bangi or mad or something. I sent him to the UK to come and auditor Nini. Look what he comes. Then he now, because his friends would say, hey, we saw your son on the newspaper, on TV. It's like,
maybe, just maybe.
so maybe this is the trick. If you want to, Nini,
Get on TV.
get on TV. No, anyway.
A night of glamour, happiness, disappointment, and a self-promise to work even harder. But there was a lot of controversy about the nominations for the awards. David Muredi, one of the organizers, explains the nomination process.
We put out questionnaires, effectively, out at various points within the city. And we asked or invited people to literally nominate the people they think deserve these awards. So, and you know, as the presenter said earlier on, this is not a competition, it's a recognition. So everyone's a winner. All the nominees are winners. All the people who weren't named are winners. And maybe next year they'll be named, maybe, you know, but we were saying effectively, the nominations, as we were saying, was sent in to the Kisima offices. We had a crew, a team of 10 people who were putting all the stuff onto the computer effectively and, you know, churning out whoever had the highest nominations, okay, effectively won. I mean, it was the people who voted. We had nothing to do with the voting effectively. And that's the way it went. And, you know, you could tell from the response in the crowd, you know, that they were obviously behind all the people, you know, including the nominees. When the nominations were read out, you know, people were up and screaming and everything. So the people decided. All we did was just present their answers to them, you know, their nominations to them. Yeah.
The Kisima 97 had quite an impact on the general public, especially amongst the advertising world. Sam Madoka, a seasoned media personality, was one of the guests who presented the awards for TV and radio personalities of the year.
I think one has to look at how 1/8 was done. And I think my feelings about it was basically that obviously the organizers were limited in terms of financial support. And they could only do it, although I had nothing really to do with it, but they could only do it in a small way. I think what needs to happen is to be a little more national. I think for a launch of the event, for one of the first of its kind, it concentrated within Nairobi and its environs. And I think the results were expected to go in that direction. The industry, unfortunately, is prone to a lot of controversies, petty jealousies, and what have you. And it's to be expected. I mean, that's what it's all about, is competition, and you will have people unhappy about it, and no matter what you do. But I think one of the things that the controversy comes about because people are looking at the national picture. And I think for the first one, it appeared that it was basically concentrated around Nairobi among a small group of people. I think that is to be expected. I was not totally unhappy with the nomination. I didn't agree with all of them. But if that's what the people chose, that's what the people chose. And I think we must accept that and look forward to a more national representation of an opinion, as it were.
So that was the experience of Kisima Awards, but it opened up a whole lot of other events, some of which we'll talk later, like Huma Sekela Tour of 97, and a whole lot of events we used to do.
So I don't even want to go into the 2000s. I want us to first chill in this pre-2000 era. So expend nothing better than that Huma Sekela connection.
Huma Sekela, together with a guy called Mwangi and Joe Kabiru, they came to me with the idea that they wanted to bring Huma Sekela to Kenya, but they didn't have the resources. They just knew they had the contract actually from his management company. They said, "Look, that's all we have. We have no money. Let's get together." Joe was one of the best sound engineers. In fact, he was the sound engineer for African Heritage. And the interesting connection is that he was the biological father to Valerie Kimani, who ended up managing as my last artist. So, you know, full circle things again. Anyway, so I went about putting on my sponsorship hat, my event management hat. I got sponsorship from KQ, from Capital FM, from KTN.
I'm thinking of somebody here who maybe is a manager or is in the business side. How do you get these sponsors? What would you go and do?
As a manager, one of the most important things I think as both artist manager and a talent manager and as an event manager is your network. You have to have a network. You have to build your network, especially with corporates. But remember, I also came from the corporate world.
Yes.
So I had a slight advantage over many because I did know people from a corporate point of view. But also, I think that just gave me an advantage that I used, that I built on, so to speak. You know, there are many who went from the corporate world who did even bigger things. I think it's just important to nurture your corporate relationships, but also brand management. We had a strong brand at the time, just through our artists. Our artists are what we call loss leaders. To be honest, artist management at the time especially did not make much money at all. In fact, it was probably a loss. We probably invested more in our artists from an artist management than really making money off them, to be honest.
Yeah.
But there were other offshoots that, as you can hear, that made money, you know, advertising and events and whatnot, that you then end up getting money, but they give you the attention you need, so to speak. And that's what we were known as, the people with the youth pulse in our pocket.
I get it.
And that's what got us jobs at the end of the day. So,
but also because of the work that you had done.
but
You had
because of
music,
what-
you had
and
good
the,
music.
and the quality. It's quality, both the music, the events, the type of artists who are managing. They made sure their brand looked good. Made sure they dressed well. They looked good. They were professional. Even how we handled them on stage, off stage. Things like that. For example, we used to have this hype thing with Hardstone and Kalamashaka and Necessary Noise, where you're heard and not seen first. So if there's something on stage, you get a cordless mic, you drive them near the stage, you clear away, and you start the song when they're not seen on stage. And they always, like, Hardstone used to jump on stage. If anyone watched Hardstone back in the day, just used to appear on stage, like from nowhere, and disappear at in the same speed, so to speak. And we always had a waiting car, because those days artists used to get mobbed. I don't know if it happens nowadays, but let me tell you, artists used to get mobbed. Like, we couldn't walk with Hardstone in the streets. Even K-Shaka, we could not walk with them in the streets without bodyguards. I remember once Hardstone on radio on Capital, a lady said, "Oh, my dream birthday wish is for Hardstone to, just to sing a song for me," or something like that. So we made it happen. And I think it was Hall 12. We somehow made our way into that girl's, okay, that sounds really dodgy, but made our way, of course, organized with student leaders and all protocols observed. We made it as a surprise, and she opened the door, and there was Hardstone, and he sang for her. And she actually nearly collapsed. Literally, she had to be held. She actually nearly collapsed. But let me tell you, we looked behind us, and I think the entire Nairobi University as in we could not even get out. We had a problem. So the students at least helped us to get, like, we were mobbed. Like, even getting out of there was, so it was a nice feeling. And we used to go to schools. Remember, we did Limuru Girls, we did Lenanas, it was Nairobi School. And whenever we went, because of this hype we had created, and it's about creating the hype. We'd have to go with bodyguards, we'd have to go with, we arrive, and my job as a manager was to be the forward guy. I go ahead, we sometimes go in my car, for example, and just keep everyone in the car. I go out, I go find out everything's okay, make sure paths are cleared, everything's okay. Then the artist comes out. So you always came out as, hyped up, so to speak. It's not like a guy just walks on stage. No, it was really hyped. And that was a lot of fun.
And that was, and what I'm hearing from you, it was very intentional. It was not
extremely intentional.
In fact, I don't know when it was, I don't know if it was Fladies or whatever, it was something. I remember Necessary Noise with motorbikes coming in, and I'm just like, this is insane.
Yeah, hypes. Hype was very important. In fact, you talk of Fladies, something very interesting happened in 97 as well. 97 was the golden year. Lauryn Hill.